after leaving my 9 to 5 job, I remember waking up in the morning and something felt wrong. I did not have to get up, go to work. The phone was not ringing. My diary was empty. The emails, it was all quiet and unusual. And I remember thinking, where to from now? You know what? I'm going to be taking you along what may be of value to you because it sustained me up to where I am today. Stay with me on this one. And the reason is because employment, for instance, formal employment, tends to protect us, it validates us. You have a title, you have a position, you are this and that. However, what happens when that goes? When that external validation is removed from you, naturally or by unnatural occurrences? Stay with me on this one because I've been through it. I'm Linda. I'm a lawyer, I'm a former teacher, I am now a coach and a mentor, and I am an author. I have seen it, not all, but I have seen it. That is why I'm sharing with you. See, I went through identity disruption. I'm not going to say it was a crisis, it was a disruption. Because the title, the position, the privileges were stripped away when I left formal employment. And I then had to ask questions that I had never asked. I had taken for granted that I am who I thought I was. Whereas, no. The peeling of all that, of the identity, of the position, of the privileges, left me with a simple question: who am I when this is stripped away? And the answer came from that very difficult question that I had neglected. And the answer was that identity is continuity. What did that mean? Stay with me on this one. Identity is continuity. Do you know what that meant for me? I jotted down what I considered to be my values. Yes, I was consistent. I jotted down the things that had made me happy even when I was a child. I jotted all of them down. I loved reading. I loved people. I liked working with words, stringing them. And when I was a professional working, I was always the go-to person. So what suggested was that there was something I could still offer just from jotting down all those things. And what came naturally to me came answers and pointers of who I was in essence, my identity, the values, the actions, and the things I had done, as I've indicated, and the things that had come naturally to me. That is where I started reinventing my life. I registered for a course. I learned, I wrote, I jotted down just simple daily plans that worked for me. In short, the reinvention required me to start just planning my life, not the 5-year grand plan, just a simple plan, one day at a time. What is it that I wanted to do, that I would enjoy doing? And one thing led to another. But I must warn you, it was slow, it was challenging, sometimes it was painful because the results were very slow, and there would be something in me that is getting impatient, and obviously I'll chastise myself and remind myself that I needed to be patient. I would remind myself that when I was little and I would grow beans in my little garden, that I was reprimanded by my mother when every day I would go to the garden to dig the beans because I wanted it to grow fast. I reminded myself that I needed to be patient, that it was slow, that it was boring, that it was frustrating, that I needed to keep on keeping on, that I needed to be patient, that I needed to be persistent, that I needed to enjoy the process that was slow. But I then realized that I was becoming a new reinvention, that every day I started having a very simple program or routine of getting up, spending an hour to myself, jotting down what I wanted to achieve, and I became very health conscious. I started walking, and that walk took me further and further. I even started jogging, and in the neighborhood, I had never walked in that neighborhood for 12 years because I used to drive to work. And I started enjoying walking in the neighborhood. And the place is beautiful, the trees, the early morning breeze, the walkers, even if we don't know each other, we already know, we just wave and greet. Beautiful. I started enjoying that. I started enjoying just making sure that as far as nutrition is concerned, I must look after my health, that my body that is housing this invisible energy needed to be looked after. And I do want you to take care of your body. I want you to revise your values. And if you are going through a dark and challenging time, trust me, I am a living testimony of a person who went through that. And today, I look back, I have a flourishing coaching business, and my book is going to be hitting the shelves within the near future, in addition to the ebooks that I've written. And, if you visit my website, I do have ebooks there. Help yourself. And I would not have achieved what I'm sharing with you had I not gone through the identity disruption that gave me the opportunity to reinvent myself. And today I have designed my life on it's a new level, a new scale, with values that are not just confining myself, values that have opened me to people like yourself. 2 years ago, I could barely make a video. I could barely look into the camera. And today, I am growing a beautiful community of people like yourself globally. So, the disruption, I do celebrate that, and I celebrate the fact that I went through a disruption that challenged me, and I moved from title to identity. And this is the identity that is on a lifelong learning journey, and I am enjoying the journey. And I would like you to enjoy your journey if there is something that resonates here. So, before I wrap up, here is a question. What are you taking away from this video? Tomorrow morning, as you reinvent yourself, what are you going to do? How much time are you giving yourself? Are you going to mourn and just cling to the title? What title do you want to peel so that a new you is reinvented, so that you begin to enjoy a new identity? Can you jot that down? What are these things, the skills that you had taken for granted, the old forgotten skills? Jot that down and commit to one thing at a time. Just begin to do what you enjoy, or what you enjoyed even as a child. Just give it a fresh pair of legs and invent it to something beautiful. You can even make a business out of it, just as I developed my coaching business from what I had enjoyed, that is coaching people, giving advice. As I was a teacher, I enjoyed just working with young people, particularly being a coach, being an advisor, being somebody who is a cheerleader when it comes to young people. And I invite you to do that. Move from title to identity. You will not regret it. Do remember to like this video if it resonates. Subscribe. Please subscribe and please share it with some people. There is so much that is beautiful that we can share, even though this world is full of all sorts of challenges. Don't look outside for validation. Look inside. That is where the answer is buried. Enjoy the day. Thank you for watching.